Welcome to Review Racer YouTube channel.
The Apple MacBook Air 13 M4 is a very compact notebook with a solid build and a battery life that lasts all day under normal light usage. The overall user experience is excellent, with a clear and bright display, a tactile keyboard, and a large, easy-to-use haptic touchpad. Performance is also excellent. While it's capable of demanding tasks like 3D graphics, it may not provide the best experience depending on the complexity of your project. Unfortunately, it only has two USB-C ports, so connecting multiple peripherals may require dongles. Display. The Apple MacBook Air 13 M4's QHD Plus display looks very sharp. The 13.6-inch display is on the small side in terms of screen size. While it's possible to work with two windows side by side, it feels somewhat cramped. The Retina display has a good contrast ratio for an IPS panel, but it's still quite low compared to other display technologies like OLED or Mini LED. This contrast ratio makes blacks appear gray in dark environments. Configuration. The M4 SoC is a complete upgrade from its predecessor, the M3, adding two more efficiency cores and increasing memory bandwidth from 100 GB per second to 120 GB per second. It features the same media encoder and decoder as the M3, along with hardware-accelerated ray tracing support, an AV1 decoder, and a 16-core neural network engine. The M4 chip can handle general productivity tasks like text processing, web browsing, and video playback, as well as some intensive tasks like programming and photo editing. Thanks to the dedicated media engine, video editing is also possible, though some stuttering may occur with very complex materials. GPU. The Apple MacBook Air 13 M4 is available with an 8-core or 10-core GPU, the M4 SoC. The M4 SoC's GPU is primarily used for general productivity tasks, but it can also handle light gaming to some extent. The performance difference between the 8-core and 10-core models is not significant. So unless you're heavily graphics intensive and want the smoothest experience possible, the base 8-core model will likely be adequate for most users. RAM and storage. This laptop can be configured with 16 GB, 24 GB, or 32 GB of memory. The RAM is not user replaceable. The Apple MacBook Air 13 M4 is available with 256 GB, 512 GB, 1 TB, or 2 TB of storage. The storage is not user replaceable. Apple promises up to 18 hours of battery life for the 13-inch MacBook Air M4, which is primarily based on tests that show how long the laptop can play 1080p video. Keyboard. The Apple MacBook Air 13 M4 has a great keyboard. It's the same keyboard as the M2 and M3 MacBook Airs, so if you've used those models, you'll know what to expect. Overall, the typing experience is excellent. The keyboard offers a spacious layout that's easy to get used to, a stable key travel, and a nice tactile feel. Touchpad. The Apple MacBook Air 13 M4 features an excellent touchpad. It's large and smooth, and responds instantly to every movement and gesture. Palm rejection works as intended, and actions like dragging and dropping are no problem at all. The haptic touchpad allows you to click anywhere on the touchpad. The haptic engine accurately reproduces the click motion, providing clear, tactile feedback. The click sound is quiet, making it unobtrusive even in noisy environments like classrooms and libraries. Speakers. The speakers are reasonably loud, minimizing compression artifacts and distortion even at high volumes. The sound is clear and natural with just the right amount of bass. Connectivity. The Apple MacBook Air 13 M4 has a very limited selection of ports. Both USB-C ports support USB 4/Thunderbolt 4, data transfer speeds of up to 40 gigabits per second, DisplayPort 1.4, and charging. The most notable change to this M4 model is external display support. Up to two 6K at 60 Hz displays can now be supported while using the built-in display. Software. The Apple MacBook Air 13 M4 comes pre-installed with macOS Sequoia. There are no pre-installed applications other than those that typically come with macOS. For more information about macOS Sequoia, please visit the Apple website.
Like, share, subscribe to Review Racer channel.